The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
And now, please welcome your Chinese Taipei Indians.
And on the mound now, Lee. And singing a special day for him. He's making his major league debut here.
And I'm sure he's got some nerves. He'll be excited for that first pitch to be in and over with so that he can settle into pitching just like he did in the minor leagues. Exciting moment. He's got his family in town. I think this moment's going to be a huge tone setter for his career.
Brent Rooker leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 7:07.
Caught him looking for the K. And that's the first strikeout of his major league career.
And it could be the first of many if he meets the goals he set for himself and the expectations others have for him. He doesn't want to just win games. He wants to dominate at this level.
Do you think young pitchers can sometimes get too caught up in trying to rack up Ks early in their career?
Boog, I think they can. It's kind of like a hitter that doesn't have power. The thrill is still hitting the ball over the fence. And so for a guy, even if he doesn't have power stuff or strikeout stuff, a strikeout is still something that makes him stick his chest out a little bit further.
Inside, ball one.
That one ripped, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, safe at second.
Batting third.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Swings through that one for strike one. Man at second. Way out front for strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Out of here. His first homer of the year, and the A's jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. Shea Langoliers will hit next. Check swing. He held up. Ball one. Lee, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
On the ground. Slings to first, 2 gone. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here on opening day. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
Well, that's
no doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that pitchers at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino. What's the scouting report on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Here's a big power threat. Number 29. Looking for his first big league hit right here. The 1-0. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Ripped, but it curls foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
Number 29 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Man at first. Now here is Lynn, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Swing and a pop-up. Wilson under this one. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Yu Chang, batting with one down, takes a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious.
Runner on the move. There's a ball.
Ball one.
Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man on second, 2 down. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
High fly ball, right field. Rooker has a beat on it. And that is that. The A's have the advantage, 2-0. Second inning set to go. Leading off, Jacob Wilson.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. 1 down.
Batting 7th, second baseman
Jeff McNeil stands in. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Base knock, center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 8th, the
Zach Geloff getting ready to hit. In the dirt. McNeil into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just 1 pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
That's inside.
One out, the runner at second here on opening day. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Coffee whips it to first. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Cortez. Strike one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Carrying well. On the warning track and hauls it in. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The A's on top in this one, 2-0. Back now in Toronto, bottom of the second. Wang now at the plate. That's hard hit in the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And the bottom of the second starts with a double. Wang with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder.
That's out.
And the 1-0. That one missed. Popped up. McNeil under it. 1 away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, here's the rookie third baseman. That one fouled off. Line drive, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Cutter Coffee. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. On the ground, 2 ball. One at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting ninth, catcher, number 95.
And here's the catcher. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Yeah, foul ball. One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Oh, and he hit him.
That ball hit him.
Now batting for Chinese Taipei.
Here's the center fielder. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 on, 2 outs.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Little chopper rolls foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But
swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand.
well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Fouled off down the right side. Comes up empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nick Kurtz. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Outside with a breaking ball. The 1-0. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. 1-1 now. Late swing, foul to the left. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that's a 1-out single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next to hit, Tyler Soderstrom. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Kurtz stands at first with 1 out. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back safely. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. That one just misses. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And the 0-2. He goes down looking. The A's strand one. They lead it 2-1. Back here at Rogers Center, digging in, Lynn.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Back to work, Luis Severino. And there's a base hit and a man aboard. Lynn with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now here is Yu Chang. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a high chopper. Steps on the bag for 1 and 2. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy when it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. And now the first baseman. Hey! The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Athletics lead it 2-1. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. Lawrence Butler digs in now.
You know, these A's doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
adds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really nice sequence for the quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. And I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
Next to hit, Jacob Wilson. Right through there for a strike. A's leading by a run here on opening day. And he swings through that one.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball right side. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And first offering is fouled off. That's in there. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. And 1-2-3 go the A's. But they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Wang getting ready to hit. Foul ball there.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In the air, left field, and it gets into the seats. The 1-2. Chopper right side. Kurtz. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, number 82.
And now the right fielder, he's 0 for 1. Swings, and this one's flared. That's a hit. Number 82 with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Stepping in, number 78. And he'll one. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Save at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
ahead. Here is Cutter Coffee. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man on second, 2 down. Hit on the ground to short. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. The throw won't get there in time. And now they have runners at the corners.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him off. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
Here's the catcher. Hit by a pitch his first time up. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Two on, 2 outs. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hard hit to third. And the inning is over. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. We played 4. The A's lead it 2-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the A's designated hitter, Zach Geloff.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Singy, here's a look at his pitch breakdown for the game.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's been pretty solid till now, so he may stick with this strategy.
Cortez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. He'll do it himself. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Brent Rooker.
Back to the top of the lineup at the plate, Brent Rooker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
In the air to left center. Wang on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 5th coming up. The A's lead this one 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Victor Arias.
And fouled off. This one in the air center field. Butler settles under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Next to hit,
Number
Lynn.
2.
Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
That's back-to-back singles for him. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Number 99.
Digging in, Yu Chang. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Lynn leads off first with 1 away. Runner takes off. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Ripped into left for a base hit. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit, his first big league knock, and he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
And here's the first baseman.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Left fielder, number 14.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Luis Severino gives way, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen. Tyler Ferguson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now, Nick
Leading off
Kurtz.
for the A's, first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
On the inside corner for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Lynn. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Now here is Tyler Soderstrom. He's already homered here in this one. Out to short, Coffee. Over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langoliers.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Back now in Toronto. Well, we go bottom 6. Number 82 now at the plate. Short hop liner, handled it short. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, number
Down to third
78.
baseman. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. 2 down.
Now batting for Chinese Taipei, shortstop Cutter Coffee.
And now the shortstop, Cutter Coffee. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Inside. And that is ball 1. The A's bullpen has some movement. Justin Sterner appears to be getting loose. Harris, a left-hander, also throwing. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball right side. McNeil gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 6 innings behind us. Top of inning number 7. Leading off, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler.
You know, these athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. And that one fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Ball.
Here's a 2-2. Into center. And it falls. And a go-ahead run is on base. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. That clips a corner. Big swing and a miss. Base hit right field. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. A chance now.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Lee will depart, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching.
On the mound now, Lou.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Yeah, that's fouled off. In the air, right field, on the move. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
Go ahead run on base. Zach Geloff will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
There's a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Two on, one out. To the right side. Base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now, Carlos Cortez. Line to right, base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Ball, that's in.
The A's trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first. Fired to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Athletics on top 4-2.
Now pitching for the
We're
A's,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Justin Sterner.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Lynn.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting for Chinese Taipei, center fielder.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
Chinese Taipei trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Inside, ball 2.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, number 2.
So digging in, Lynn. So far in his major league debut, he's got 2 hits in his first 3 at-bats.
He's having a great day at the plate, Boog. A multi-hit game is a great way to start your career.
Ball 1.
Ground ball left side. Wilson. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So 2 down, and now the DH, Yu Chang. Rudder takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Gets him to chase after that one. Lynn at second with 2 down.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. The A's have the lead 4-2. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. Nick Kurtz digs in now.
Hey!
And that's in for a strike. 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So up next, Tyler Soderstrom. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
The 0-1. And the slider just misses. Foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Langoliers in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Butler stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Yeah.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball 2.
And there's a base hit to left. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. 1 for 3. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Lou won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So they bring on the veteran, Bowden Francis, getting ready to make his season debut. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe. And they're up by 3.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
First and second, 2 outs. Jeff McNeil, the next to hit. Just missed. The Athletics trying to break this one open, and we're in the top of the 8th. Close, but called a ball. 3 balls, no strikes.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. That one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. That one hit to right. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, number 46.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about. Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Foul ball there.
Ball, that's out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him swinging. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Wang now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. No question about this one. It's out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now it's the right fielder. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Number 0.
And what a great guy to be able to turn to off the bench, huh?
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Butler flying after this one. Can't get there. It gets down. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Number 0 with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's the third baseman. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Chinese Taipei with the tying run at the plate. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Now batting for Chinese Taipei, shortstop Cutter.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Justin Sterner won't go any further tonight. And he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mark Leiter Jr.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Coffee in the box now. Take strike 1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Tying run at the plate. And fouled off.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Curved, hit right back to him. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Chen on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Now the A's designated hitter, Zach Geloff.
Designated hitter, Zach Geloff.
That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Step off, throw to first. It's low and gets away. Now it's going to be Carlos Cortez. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Geloff aboard here at first with nobody out. And now he steps off the rubber. And that's disengagement number 2. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's low.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Brent Rooker.
Back to the top of the order, Brent Rooker getting ready to hit.
Ball.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
All over that one right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Nick Kurtz now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Two on, 1 out. Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The A's on top in this one, 5-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in, Lynn.
You got the number 9-hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. And safe. Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there. Lynn with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Here's the center fielder. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That's a strike. The tying run at the plate. Strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
No, I can't argue with that one. And clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
1 out man at first. Lynn digs in now. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. In there at the knees. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
And here is Yu Chang. you got to feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is going to turn on one swing.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And that is out of play. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Six-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.